What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got the Civic back here in the garage. That's because I am prepping it. It's going to get picked up this week. It's already sold. Got a buyer lined up for it. It's a young gentleman in his teens. So he's really amped up about it. So I'm just going through, doing a spot check from front to back on it. Making sure everything's good, which everything should be. But, you know, just kind of cleaning everything up, shining up the tires, making sure the spare tire is good, you know, aired up. Tire, same thing. Making sure all the tools that are supposed to be with it are there. And yeah, just checking all the fluids for him. Getting everything cleaned up and shined up in the interior as well. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good running car for this young man. Got the trunk area right there. So and then what I've got here, I've got a little fluid station. So the young man works for a local church. There's a lot of work for them. And then he also travels back from school, as well as, you know, visiting his girlfriend and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that he's adequately prepared for his vehicle to travel as well too. So I've got, you know, just a little container here with some basic fluids. Coolant, brake fluid, power steering, transmission. I did pick up some oil. I'm going to get a fresh oil change. Picked him up a Roadside emergency kit as well too, and some tire plugs. So we're just going to go through this little kit here in a second. All right. I've added a few things to it as well. So this is kind of a good basis if you want to start as well. So we're just going to go through the content. Tire pressure gauge. You can get these on Amazon. I think they're like $6. So it's got the gauge in there. Some replacement valve caps. Battery tester. Safety vest for if you're on the side of the road. Comes with a pair of gloves. A whistle, emergency seatbelt cutter and glass brake. These are good. Some electrical tape, a little carabiner. Looks like just emergency rain poncho. That way, if you're on the side of the road replacing the tire, you can kind of put that. Okay. Right, on the side here, I threw in a flashlight and extra headlamp. Comes with the headlamp here. A little first aid boo-boo kit with some basic first aid items in there. Zip ties, and another tire gauge. We'll throw this all back in there, nice and neatly. And then I probably got to mention the jumper cables. Okay, it's a nice little kit. Comes in this nice little carrying pouch, and this is only like $19 on Amazon. You can get other ones from Walmart for like, I think they start off at $16 on up, depending on what contents you want in there. But you know, when it comes to kids, it's something that, you know, you always want to take the extra step to ensure that they're on the road safely and they have everything they need just in case. So, and then I'm gonna throw in this tire plug kit. We're just gonna trim the ends on it so that way it fits nice and neatly in there. And it'll fit all inside there. And he'll have a little kit just in case. Where'd the zipper go? There it is. Alright, So nice little compact kit, has basic essentials in there. Okay, and then I also picked up, since it's a Honda, an extra quart of 5W20. We'll throw that in there. I've got a spare trunk organizer. I'll put that in there as well. So just making sure all the stuff on here is working in order. So get it greased up. I've got all the joints WD-40'd. So should work as should. Make sure I got everything. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put this back in the trunk area. Now, he was mentioning to his mother that he's going to be carrying water in here. So what I'd like to do is, obviously if he's carrying water for the church, this piece is not going to be adequate enough to hold the weight. I've got some spare metal in the back of my truck. I'm going to throw it back here, run it across, and see if it'll provide some horizontal weight on this, so that way he can carry water. So let's go pull some real quick and try it out. And I've also got to get a trim clip, plug that up. So let me grab that real quick so I don't forget. Alright, I got my little kit. I probably need to order another one. I'm running out of room. I'm sorry, I've been using these up. So I picked these up from the scrap pile over at the city dump. Just little pieces of metal. What I'm going to do now is lay it across the spare tire well, mark it where it's at, so that way I'll chop off like where it starts and ends, and that way I can fold in the ends. That way it lays flat. So
spare organizer here. Let's see if we can get that. Okay. Got a few extra cleaning products we'll throw in there. Let's get this to the back.
Be good to go. Alright, let's get this oil change done.
Alright, we'll bring y'all down here with me. Get the vehicle jacked up on the jack stand. Let's see where we are at. Somebody put my sockets back in the wrong place. 17.
Okay, I had the right socket.
Okay.
Okay, while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and get a fresh crush washer for this. Alright, got a fresh washer on there. So we'll thread this all the way in by hand. So these oil pans are aluminum. Be like the Lube Tech guys running them in there.
Alright. Let's scoot out a bit and
so at least the oil filter location is not like the old Hondas, like the B series, H series, where the oil filter sits on the back of the motor. This one actually just sits right here next to it, the oil pan. So it's right here where my hand is at.
I think we'll get some brake clean and we'll clean that off.
So yeah, oil filter goes right there. Oil pan's right here. We'll do a quick inspection. Be sure that rubber gasket's still not sitting on there with it. Okay.
Alright, just gonna dip my finger.
Get some of that old oil. Leave up that rubber gasket. That way it's not hardened once you apply it on there.
Alright,
So that is good. So you have to
Save the glasses on. Just let that residue drop into that oil drain pan. Well, I get to finally use this thing. So just pull that at an angle, and that'll lock it in. This McGuire's Tear spray is my favorite one. A lot of people don't like it just because it gives that glossy look, but I prefer it. I've been using this one for a long, long time. It's been fantastic. And none of my customers have complained about it. They like the extra shine on it, so. Alright, let's go get the other side.